This is the Sequent Supercharger, and it's the world's first automatically charged hybrid smartwatch. If you're new to watches generally and have only ever seen Android touchscreen smartwatches or hybrid smartwatches, you may not be familiar with what automatic means. It's actually very simple, but technically fascinating, and also extremely hard to put into a smartwatch. What an automatic watch does is transfer mechanical energy into electrical energy in this case, and the clever part of the Sequent is that it uses that mechanical energy and it turns it into electrical energy and then stores it in capacitors, and these capacitors are what delivers the high levels of energy required to drive smart features on a watch. It's a really ingenious design, and as we've said, the first time you'll ever see it on a smartwatch. And this isn't a stripped down smartwatch either, this is the full deal. This has all the hybrid functions you'd expect, so it'll do your fitness tracking, it'll do your notifications, and it'll do the usual things like that. It will also do GPS, amazingly, and if you think about the power reserves needed to run GPS on your phone or any other smartwatch, it's incredibly impressive. We've got two subdials on the screen here. One shows you power reserve, because obviously there's a degree of energy needed inside the watch to do all of these things. And if you're worried that it's going to be out of power unless you're running around 24 hours a day, it's not. Sequent says 7 days. That means you're going to do 3 workouts, you're going to do a little bit of GPS, and you're going to have activity tracking and notifications all day for that entire week under regular use. So you moving around like a normal person is going to deliver that fairly staggering amount of features. No charging, nothing at all. We think that's really cool. The other subdial is for your activity tracking, so you can check your steps each day. You'll also be pretty surprised to see that there's a heart rate monitor on the back. Again, no battery to speak of inside this watch. This is a prototype we're looking at here. So this is a 3D printed part. It won't look exactly the same on the final version. The body is made of stainless steel and the face is covered in mineral glass. There's also a really nice strap on the watch here. Let me see if I can put it on. You can see it in the video because it's really comfortable. It just folds over itself, so it's not easy to do behind the camera, but we'll get there. Okay, you clip it into there, you clip it into there. The idea is that it's been designed so that this part is always underneath your wrist, keeping the watch itself square on the top of your wrist, which, believe it or not, is actually quite a big thing. If your wrists are small, then straps and buckles can wind their way up here and it doesn't look very nice and is fairly uncomfortable. But that's not the way with this watch here. Sequent makes a variety of different colours and designs. There's also a really flashy see-through transparent version that we've seen, and that looks amazing because you can see the automatic movement inside. This is technically fascinating. We also really like the design, so anybody who wants an automatic watch and a smartwatch finally has the option to have one. This was launched as a Kickstarter campaign originally and was hugely successful. The company has gone on to produce the watch and is expecting to ship deliveries out in June. At the moment you can buy it on Indiegogo, and it's going to cost you between, I think, about $500 to $700 depending on the version that you choose. More than the original backers paid, but still fairly reasonable for a custom automatic smartwatch, and certainly a unique automatic smartwatch in the industry. Not seen anything quite like this before, but it could be the shape of things to come.